In this video, I'm going to show you how to add an inner glow using the Layer Effects Studio, all in Affinity Photo on the iPad. This is now my 6th video in the mini 10-part series where I'm looking at all the effects inside the Layer Effects Studio. Today's all about the inner glow effect, so let's get into it. As always, we're just going to bounce into Affinity Photo and we're going to go into our Sonic project. It's looking really well, and hopefully by the end of this video it's going to look even better because we're adding our final visual element, which is of course these wings, or I presume they're wings. They look like wings. It looks pretty cool at the minute. I'm really happy with our project, but I think wings would look really cool and really bring this to life. So for this, I'm going to bring up Google Chrome, which is my browser of choice, just personal preference, and I'm just going to type in wings to see what comes up here. These first videos are from iStock, which means you need to go to the iStock website and get a subscription. So we're just going to go on down and results for wings and Unsplash. And as I've said once or twice before, Unsplash is a great website because we can use any of these photos royalty free. So we're looking for wings. We're looking for white wings. That's not too bad. And really it's just one wing we're looking, because then we can just flip it and duplicate it. That's okay too. That's quite nice, but it's not quite the right shape. And I'll click into this. This looks really well. So if we get this wing, that's really good. Thank you, Matthew, for this photo. This looks really well. So we're just going to download this. We'll download it in the original size. It's always best getting the highest resolution for any photos or any pictures that you can, because you can always shrink it down and it'll keep it good quality. By blowing things up, you lose quality. So we'll download this and then we'll go into our Files app, and it's already in our download folder. Look at that, a real high quality photo. That's brilliant. Go back into Affinity Photo and we'll bring up our, what we'll actually do is we'll not import the photo into this project. For something like this, I would import the photo, just drag it into Affinity Photo anywhere at all. It won't go into these projects. It'll open its own project and it'll have the same measurements as the project, and it'll be the file name. The project file name will be the same as the picture file name. So we'll just click into this. And that is really nice. What tool are we going to use? One of my favorite tools for Affinity Photo, the Smart Selection brush. We'll go into our selections persona. I always get a bit excited and a bit nervous when I use this brush because I'm always expecting, hoping for great results, and it never lets me down. But when you're doing a tutorial like this, sometimes you go, how will it turn out? So we've clicked the Smart Selection brush. That's just one tap, and it seems like it's done a pretty good job. We'll draw a wee bit more, just in case we want the option of having more. And we'll maybe go up and just that's not looking too bad. We'll maybe do the refine selection, and we'll maybe just touch up these edges. Although they look quite good as they are. We'll go into the, that looks really good there. Let me just try to touch that wee bit up. Black and white mode, look at that. Smart Selection brush does it again. We're just going to make this as a mask selection, hit apply, and there we have it. That is absolutely brilliant. 2 fingers again to move around the canvas, 2 to pinch in and out. but that looks really, really good. So we'll go back into the photo persona. One finger selected, we will hit copy. The great thing about Affinity Photo, you can copy into different projects. One finger paste and hit the move tool, and yep, it's just hidden from sight, and that's really, really big, really good quality. We're just going to look just to see where we're going to put this, just coming out at the edge there, just for a bit of a reference. We'll move this below the bottom tool, or the bottom layer here of our logo. We'll have to bring this down, but it's okay because we're keeping the quality. Just by bringing it in the corner, it keeps the proportions right. Oh, you can nearly tell this is going to be really, really nice. We're just going to move this tool just to move it out a wee bit. Look at that. That looks really, really nice. I think what I'm going to do is, Sonic looks too high to the top here, and I want more of the wings to show, more of the feathers to show. So I'm going to select every layer of Sonic apart from the background, the wings, and our example layer. With the move tool selected, I'm just going to maybe try to move it down to about here, and then by selecting the wings again, maybe try to make it a wee bit bigger. This is looking really this is looking really well. I'm very excited about this. And again, I'm just playing about with it. I think the wings and the original logo it's so nice. I kind of want the wings to be quite big, but I don't want it touching the edges. Let's see how. Look at that. That looks really nice. Really nice. And it's fairly similar to the original. So all I'm going to do now is, I've got this. I'll select the wings layer. Go to the three dots. I'm going to duplicate it. We're then going to go into the Transform Studio and simply just flip this over by using this wee icon. It's not quite in place, but it's not too far off. And if I just try to eyeball it and line it up. Look at that. Now that, just clicking the hand tool. That is really, really nice. I'm really, really happy with how this is coming along. Really happy with this. I think that adds just so much more. It's just come alive just by adding those wings. It's all building up. Again, it was looking a bit ropey the first few videos of this series, but it's really tying in. And that's just about stacking layers up and just doing small steps will get the big results. So this video is all about the inner glow, and we're ready to work on the inner glow now. I would like the inner glow on these two sets of wings, and I'll maybe do something else. So we'll click inner glow, check it. Nothing really happens until I bring up the radius, and you can see straight away that's quite nice. It's bringing a glow to these wings. And it's nice that we're going to work on one while kind of viewing the other one, because it kind of looks as if we're seeing what we're working on. So that's what it was. It's really nice, the inner glow, because it's making these edges more defined, whereas these just kind of blend into the background a wee bit. This just makes it stick out a wee bit. So, do you know, I'll maybe make the radius 100, and that's really nice. We can use, as always, different blend modes. See if there's anything we really like. Some will look better than others. And I really like lighten. I think lighten just does what it says. It just lightens it a wee bit. I'm happy enough to keep it at 100% opacity. The radius we've looked at. The intensity the intensity makes it look nearly like an inner stroke. We'll hit 50%. We can hit 0 and nothing. You can't even see it now. So 50's a nice middle ground. We can change the color of this if we want, but we don't want to do that on this occasion. We just want to keep it white, and we can have it the glow coming from the center or from the edge. And of course, for this, we want to do the edge, and I think that looks really, really nice, and it just lifts those wings. It just brightens them up. In a previous video, I said that we can't, unfortunately, at the minute, copy layer styles, but we can. I got an absolutely fantastic comment from Captain Retro. Now, I don't know if that's his real name, but he is, without doubt now, my favourite captain. Captain Retro informed me that you can indeed paste layer styles. Captain Retro, if you're out there, if you're watching, if you're listening, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate that. And I learned something. I learned something that I really appreciate. So thank you again, Captain Retro, for informing me of this fantastic tip. So I'm just going to show you how to do that now. The first thing we need to do is make sure the layer that the style is on is selected. So the layer selected, we're going to go up to these 3 dots, go to our pasteboard and copy. We're then going to select the layer we want to copy the effects onto, which is this one here. Go back up to the 3 dots, back to pasteboard, not paste inside, paste FX. By simply hitting paste FX, boom, there we have it. Captain Retro, thank you so much for commenting and for sharing this tip. It's really, really benefited me. I can't believe I didn't know about that, but every day is indeed a school day. Thank you so much. And instead of going into the effects and redoing it precisely and getting all the values in place, we can now simply click on the layer, copy, click on the other layer that we want the effects to be pasted onto, and paste FX. Absolutely fantastic. And the other quick thing we're going to do now is we're going to make another inner glow just to see how it looks, maybe in this dark area. I know the original doesn't have it, but just by using a bit of artistic license, if we click this layer, we'll just click into again, another shortcut into the FX Studio is by just clicking FX, and that goes straight into it. If we click inner glow, we'll turn it on, nothing happens. We'll click into it or onto it, and this contextual toolbar appears, and we'll bring the radius. We'll just see how it looks. And I'm just playing about with it. I might be tempted in this occasion to make it this blue color, this dark blue, just to see what it looks like. And that's not too bad. It just adds a wee bit of depth to it. If we go quite far in, if we maybe make it 200 pixels, and that's quite nice. We'll turn it on and off to see how it's looking. It's a harsh edge there by making the inner glow. I just think that adds something to it, especially not having it white like we did here. It was nice that the wings are white, but for this here, just changing the color, I think that's really, really nice. And this project is really coming on now. I'm really happy with these wings, with the inner glows. Yeah, very, very happy. I think that'll do us today. So there you have it. Please like this video if you found any value in it. Please feel free to subscribe as I release 2 or 3 videos every week. Leave a comment too if you wish, as I read and reply to each and every one, and I really appreciate everyone who takes the time to leave a comment. I really do. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.